So Bridget and I want to give y'all a little backstory on the pre-pro that happens. What See, the thing is, we do like a whole shared thing where we know the topics we're going to come in and talk about. And bitch, when Bridget put this on the notes, I responded like, bitch, you sure? Are you trying to get canceled? And she said, why not?
I don't think this is a cancelable thing.
I mean, people are not going to be happy with this conversation, but I think it's important to have.
People are not happy with her, so let's
really
have
not
a
happy with her.
conversation.
Okay, so Caitlyn Jenner, y'all, was stopped by Pops the other day. Is that what y'all call it? Paparazzi?
Paps?
Not Paps. That's like Pap smear.
No,
Pops.
it's definitely Paps. No one calls it
Paps?
Pops. No,
Yeah.
no one's talking about
But it's Pops, like the cereal.
I'm being harassed by the paparazzi, the Pops.
But it's paparazzi, not paparazzi.
But they call it Paps.
I call it Paps Pap smears. But let's go. Anyway, so it happened in LA. Jenner was stopped by TMZ, and they had, I guess, a question regarding fairness. And the question regarded transgender girls competing in girls' sports in school. And Caitlyn responded pretty much regarding fairness. Her response was, that's why I oppose biological boys who are trans competing in girls' sports in school. It just isn't fair, and we have to protect girls' sports in our schools. Now, I do like first off, don't be quiet now, bitch. You chose this goddamn topic. Don't make me motherfucking just give. You know what? I'm gonna pass the mic. Go ahead and share your thoughts on this because it just got quiet, and I was like, bro.
I was waiting on you to finish. You was
I'm
done.
done.
intro.
Okay, I'm done. I introed, bitch.
The intro was long as
I did the segu.
Sis, land the plane.
Okay,
right.
Bitch, it was the segu.
Oh,
I
my
had to give
goodness.
the backstory.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Segu, shut up.
The Segu. First of all,
sis.
Caitlyn has segued into her true identity, but prior to that segu,
Sis was on the Wheaties box.
prior to a decorated Olympian.
Decathlon. That's all the sports.
So Caitlyn is this is a topic that is near and dear to her, clearly. But she also understands, and this is not a matter of opinion. This is science, and we know Mandy hates science.
But I do get I get it.
This is science. Biologically, the anatomy, the anatomical differences between boys and girls is still very different. And so in sports where things are competitive, there are going to be some advantages and disadvantages that present themselves. I actually applaud Caitlyn Jenner for saying that we need to protect.
You don't?
I'm not clapping for anything Kardashian or Jenner. Ever.
I'm applauding because this is a very unpopular opinion, and I've watched the Twitter feed all weekend long, and people are equally supportive as they are horrified that she would say this because it's not supportive of trans rights, which to me are not.
I don't think this is a right.
I don't think this is, and I could be wrong. I could be insensitive.
I don't think that you're being insensitive.
I respect the fact that for schools especially, I think everyone has a right to be who they are. I think that's 100%. Very important. I also think, full stop, separate point, I also think that sports competition, the qualifications of sports have been gender divided to create and also maintain a level of equality between the genders. It's not to exclude transgender, but I do think that there should be trans sports. I think that trans sports should be a completely new introduced program in every school.
Okay. Special games.
We have Special Olympics. Why can't we have Trans Olympics? Why can't we have trans sports?
I don't know if you
I don't know.
No, I'm not comparing it as a disability. I'm saying I know that's where you were trying to go.
No, but it's not me.
I'm not comparing it.
Look at Parks' face. We're trying to tiptoe.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not comparing it as a disability.
You're not.
I'm not. I'm really trying to honor the fact that trans people have a right to have sports the same way that everyone else has a right to have sports. They should be able to compete. But I think to eliminate this argument about transgender boys and girls competing in sports and if the whole conversation is about inclusion, then in my opinion, the only way to properly include is to create more space and more lanes of equality for people to compete and participate.
I don't know.
That's my opinion.
And I'll say that. So when I was in school, I mean, I played sports from elementary all the way up through high school.
What sports do people want to know?
First of all,
The people want to know.
She didn't play volleyball.
So okay, let me run it down. So I played basketball from 5th grade to 11th grade.
Okay.
And I did AAU, intramurals, JV, and varsity. I played basketball.
Varsity.
I played basketball like pretty much my whole grade school career. In college, I went to a D3 school. I played volleyball, libero. Back row, clearly, I wasn't spiking shit. But I've been playing sports. Also, when I was in middle school, 7th grade year, all sports award. I did soccer, hated it. I was the goalie. And I also ran track and field. I did shot put, I did the 4x1, and I did the 200. I say all of that to say.
I could see you doing shot put.
Shad.
Of all the sports.
She said no discus?
You
She said you wasn't throwing no discus.
no long jump. No. I know my legs are a little short, but no long jump. Okay, sis.
No hurdles?
No hurdles.
No hurdles?
Now,
Not a
you
single...
know, bitch, I did not do the hurdles, bitch.
No povo?
I fucking hate both of y'all.
I mean, shot put, I can see you got a strong shoulder.
Yeah.
First off, look at those shoulders.
It's the
over
back
there.
muscle. I ran track.
I was gonna say, she gives me track.
You
vibes.
give me track
I was
vibes, but look at your arms. Your arms give me shot put.
Okay. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They give me
Not American
track.
Not
okay?
American shot put. I ran track.
There's another.
I don't know. I feel like
She
in
said
Russia they do different shot put. They throw in cannons or something. I ran track and I was like the fastest person in my middle school, fastest girl in my middle school. And I remember thinking, I'm faster than all the boys. I'm faster than everybody in this building.
But no, that's the thing.
fire.
When they did the times.
No, but then I raced this boy. And I was like, he white, I got this.
Wait, you lost to a white man?
Fully was like, he white, I got this. And raced this white boy, and he beat me. And I was like, I almost retired that day.
The audacity of caucasity.
Wait,
The audacity of the caucasity of the speed in his thighs.
Wait, a white boy really beat you?
In like a New Balance. But all that to say that what
Shout out to New Balance. They make a good running shoe. We not gonna play New Balance.
No. But all that to say that it doesn't matter how athletic a woman is.
Right.
A man or a boy who's the same age biologically
Science
is going to be faster than her.
Yeah.
If they're also an athlete.
And I mean, that's where I do actually, and I don't agree with Caitlyn Jenner on much things. I don't like that she's speaking for trans, especially as a recent trans, is also still identifying as lesbian because she still dates girls. It's like there's just a clusterfuck there. But in this conversation, I do have to agree, only as someone, like you said, she played sports as Bruce, but Bruce was someone where this was near and dear to his heart.
Actively competed.
Yes. And so when I think of it, it's just like, oh yeah, like there's just things that men are able to do that women are just not able to do biologically. And then I brought
It's not even so much about not being able to. It's just not an equal playing field.